beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Miami. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Ready up. 52 blaster. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Walker with a grab, left side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Here we go, set. Striker, 3-3.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Room here to run. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, Walker. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run, Walker. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Carter. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this is incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Connect. Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up past the 30, second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
As in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. On second down now. Nixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. 6-0 our score after 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. Ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after,
and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Carter. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Looking to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
The Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run on 1st down. Nixon on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd down, Nixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Let's go now.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Takes it to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Moore, the man in motion. On second down now, Nixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Nixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, Carter. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He'll drop to throw. forced out to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Strikers, 3-3.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Check team. 50 series.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Straight ahead, Walker. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll give it up to the big man, Walker. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can... So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to use his legs here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
On the set. Strikers, 3-3.
2nd and 14. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Shot, 17.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now remember, this one is not over. With the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
60. 50 Mountain. 19 strikes. 19 strikes. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A huge play there in overtime. 59 yards. Well, it took us until the final.